Welcome to this week's EMBN show, and we have got a packed show coming up this week. We've got Steve taking a look at gravel e-bikes. I'm joined by Blake, where we're going to go all over the world to see what you guys have been up to on your e-mountain bikes, catching up on all the news and taking a look in the bike vault to see if you're going to get a nice or a super nice, all coming up in this week's show.
I know what you're thinking, do you wear lycra or do you not? Well, in all the excitement, I kind of lost track myself. But seeing as this is a Creo SL, one of the most powerful gravel bikes in the world. One of the most powerful gravel bikes in the world that could blow your head clean off. You gotta ask yourself one question. Well, actually, there's lots of questions. Maybe one of the first questions to ask is, what is gravel? What is off-road? What is mountain biking? I can tell you, riding this bike compared to the first mountain bike I rode over 30 years ago feels way more capable. Wide tyres, it's even got disc brakes. It feels so smooth that I dive into some dirt. Whoa, it's absolutely flying machine. This is ridiculous. Look how fast it's going. So, gravel, check. Double track, check. Diving off here into a bit of single track, crossing the old gravel and into some more single track. The only thing that's not check is me riding clipped in pedals. Ouch. That's pretty tech. That is proper full suspension territory there. So, as you can probably tell, having a great time on the Creo SL. Now, I think this bit of the forest summarises quite well what the Creo is all about. You've got the option of some gravel double track, a forestry extraction route, or behind me over here, what was that over there? A nice bit of single track, which is actually not too rough. Once you get into the rocks and the roots, it does obviously get out of its comfort zone quite quickly. However, I'm going to talk you through the bike. We have a motor in here. I think it's a 35 Nm motor, similar to what's fitted to the Levo SL. 38mm tyres, front and rear. Can you see this little lever here? Now that actually operates the seat dropper. Very nice. So what else have we got? We've got a 1x gear system. One more feature is this, crikey, what's it called? Is it called Future Shock? It's called something shock. Anyway, it's this little thing on the handlebar here which offers some damping when you're in off-road situation. So anyway, you twiddle the knob and it makes for a comfortable ride. So I haven't read up on it that well, so anyway, let's go do a bit more riding. Now, this bit of single track feels well within the range of the Creo. Actually, it feels like it's got even more to give. As you can see, I'm avoiding the old gravel roads and getting involved in a far better bit of action. The only thing that's got a little bit more to give, I reckon, is my ability in clips. Ooh, hold on a minute. Ah! Oops. Couldn't quite make it through the rocks with my SPDs, bit of carrying, but who cares? Like I said, it's only 12 kilos. And away we go. So, after a hasty remount, we're now back on track and onto tarmac. I just want to give you an idea of the sound of the motor. So as you can hear the motor there, and then push it up into turbo, and you can hear how the motor went from the sound to going past the 25k restriction. So I'm now running on my own steam and we are absolutely flying. Now, some people will question the need for an e-bike on tarmac. If you think about it, all of us, all mountain bikers, ride on tarmac from time to time, and if you factor in that this bike is 12 kilos, it's already a lot lighter than a mountain bike, and a mountain bike might have super sticky tires, so it is considerably faster. But to answer that initial question, do you wear lycra or do you not? Well, a man's got to know his limitations. But anyhow, do you feel lucky? Well, do you, Chris?
Yes, Steve, I am definitely feeling pretty lucky today. A couple of reasons. One, I'm not rattling around the woods on a gravel bike. And two, I'm actually inside my front room instead of the sweaty shed. But I do have to jump in there later to join Blake for the rest of the show. But let's get cracking with the news. Well, first up, RockShox have just launched their Zeb fork. Now this looks absolutely banging for a bit of e-bike action. There's a few different models in the lineup. I think there's 3 different models in there, from the Zeb all the way up to the Zeb Ultimate. Now, a few things about the Zeb. It ranges in travel from 150mm to 190mm. So that's a long travel fork, which they've made super stiff by adding 38mm stanchions into it. So it's super stiff, long travel and lightweight, so it ticks all those boxes. Can run 27.5 wheels and 29-inch wheels in there. Can run a mud guard on there as well, so you've got a nice little machining on the back of the arch, meaning that you can actually mount the mud guard via little bolts rather than sticking zip ties on there, which kind of ruins the look of a mud guard on an expensive fork. Now, price-wise, he's coming in at $699 for the base model Zeb fork, all the way up to $999 for that Zeb Ultimate fork. But it does look great for a bit of e-bike action. In other news, we're seeing Vittoria join the lineup for e-bike specific tyres as well. They've added 4 new tyres to their lineup. We have the e-Mazza and the e-Martello for enduro use. Then we have the e-Agaro for trail use. And we even have a cross-country tyre in there, the e-Abazo. So exciting stuff coming from those guys. And then lastly, we have Niner have finally joined the party with an e-bike in their lineup. And this looks like a really fun bike too. It's 150mm travel, aluminium frame on there, 29-inch wheels. We've got that Bosch Performance Line CX motor in there with a 625 watt-hour integral battery. It's got a really nice touch on the bottom of the motor, actually, like a real sweet bash guard built in, so it's going to protect all of that. Got 3 different sizes on there. And looking at the builds of the bike, we've got some great components on there too, coming from RockShox, providing the front and the rear suspension on that bike, Magura brakes, SRAM group set, Stans rims, Maxxis tyres. Does look a well thought out bike. Price wise, that's coming in at $5,995. So yeah, great price and a great looking bike. It's time I jump out of here and get in the shed to join Blake. And as you can see, we are joined by special guest Blake Sampson for this EMBN show. Hello, Blake.
Hey Chris, how's it going, dude? Guess what? I need to change the lights because it's GMBN red, but we need EMBN blue.
Nice, a bit of customization going on. Yeah. Seen Claudio Calori, he's been out riding the Nagens trail. That was that trail that was 100% electrically built. So everything on that trail was moved by electric power alone.
That is crazy.
Even getting up to the top of that trail, you have to just use an e-bike. They don't want any cars going up there. That includes photographers, things like that. Everyone that uses that trail has to be on either human power or electric power. And I mean, this trail looks super fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Jumpy, flowy, got a bit of natural tech going on. So good work on that one.
It looks like the dream, Chris. As soon as we can fly, we should go there.
Definitely, I'm 100% up for that one. What's been going on Instagram? Have you seen much going on?
Yes, there is. Greg Manar out in South Africa, good friend of mine, good bud. He's been shredding his e-bike. He said, let's go for a ride. Do you know what? He goes upside down. Look at that. Look at that.
Big flip as well, nice.
Big downhill racer, still sending it upside down.
I haven't seen him flip. I actually rode district ride with him back in like 2006, I think it was. And he was doing Superman seat grabs and flips back there. I think he was riding for Honda possibly. He had this little Honda bike, but it's pretty cool. Someone else I noticed getting in on the e-bike action is Sam Hockenhull from the 50 to 1 crew as well. I mean, look at this. He literally blows that first berm to pieces.
Insane.
And then that 360 nose pivot, I think he's been getting a little bit of inspiration there as well. Look, it's so cool to see those 50 to 1 boys on it though, isn't it? I mean, bringing that younger audience to the e-bike scene.
Yeah, that is good. It is good. It needs a bit of youngness in it.
Definitely. And you've got obviously Bryceland on the e-bike as well. So those boys are going to bring some massive credibility to the e-bike too. So yeah, nice one.
Coming up on the channel, Chris, I am looking forward to Sunday, a day of rest, but not for you because you've been busy doing a setup of a long travel e-bike. Can you do it XE style? Can you go long distance on a long travel e-bike? I'm looking forward to that.
Pretty interesting one that was, a big day out. Yeah, the cross-country bike, downhill bike and a downhill e-bike, and put them to the test on the hill. So, but before that, on Friday we've got a basic beginner skills video coming on with the setup tips, everything you need to know about setting your e-bike up and going riding for those first few times.
I might need to take note on that one, Chris. Chris, when I do this show, I love Climb of the Week. It's probably one of my favorite, nearly after Bike Vault. So what have we got for Climb of the Week?
Well, yeah, we have a load of strong entries here on EMBN. We've got a regular contributor here, Ian. He's got a cool video here. I mean, look out some of these climbing skills, you know, pretty tech going up there, isn't it?
Is that drone footage?
Yeah, he's got drone footage in there as well. So he's got he's
good.
climbing up the Beast out in the Peak District, which, I mean, that looks like a super tech
Oh, I
trail.
know. I've heard of it. No, I've heard of it.
Yeah, and then downhill, he's riding Win Hill, not Wind Hill, Win Hill. And this is all shot on the drones. I mean, that looks rad shots there, isn't it? These trails look absolutely amazing.
Oh, that is definitely a Climb of the Week. Look at that. We need to go to the Peak District.
Definitely, that's got to be on the calendar, hasn't it? As soon as we can
Look
travel, let's do it.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. That is beautiful.
Right, it's time for Out and About. It's where we get to see where you guys are riding your bike all over the world. What have we got this week, Blake?
We got one from Kyle, straight out of Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, Chris, it said he's on his YT decoy and he's hitting up the drop on the trail. He built 13 years ago. He built this thing 13 years ago. When I was reading, I thought he was 13 years old. It's still there, strong.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's getting in a load of runs, I can imagine, on that.
Yeah.
Nice. Next up, we've got Jamie. He's getting a bit of air in the Forest of Dean, so close to Steve Jones.
Yeah.
He's out on his Levo for a mixed ride with mountain bikes and e-bikes too. Said he had an amazing day out and hasn't ridden there since 2002, and that was on his old school GT LTS. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I reckon his mind is blown to how many runs he can do now instead of on his journey. What is that? LTSs.
LTS.
That's it.
Next up, we've got Thomas, and he's going wild at Wilder Ranch, out for a big family ride. Looking like they're having an amazing day out there. Look at the smiles.
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah. Mostly on Bulls bikes there, down by the coast, down to the sea. Looks like an amazing day out. That's what e-bike's all about.
I think so too, Chris. I think so too.
And check out the amount of bikes here. Come on, have a guess, Blake. How many bikes do you think are in this shot?
I reckon there is, wild guess, 25.
Ooh, close. 29 e-bikes here in total. All out for a group ride. And this is their first one since lockdown.
Wow.
Got riders ranging from 14 years old to 60 years old. And this group is called the Hunter Chargers. And they're based out in Newcastle, New South Wales and Australia. And
that's good. I know what it feels like having a first ride out of lockdown.
I can imagine. Yeah, it was the other day on that Game of Bike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They said their group's growing by the day. So next entry, we want to see 60 riders in that group photo. But that's an amazing effort. And it's so good to hear from you guys all over the world to see what you guys are up to on your e-bikes. Keep them coming in, use that upload service, and it might be you on next week's show. Right, it's time for my favourite part of the show. It is the Bike Vault, and it's over to you, Blake, for a bit of a tune, right?
Yes! Bike Vault. See, we can't do the Bike Vault song because that's GMBN one, but I think that's an EMBN one.
That was good, I like that one. Nice.
Do you like it?
I like that one.
Slightly embarrassed. Okay.
We are kicking it off. This is close to the city here, and this is Gus, and he's on a 2019 Rocky Mountain Instinct Power Play in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Out and about enjoying the Edmonton River Valley Trail system. What do you think?
That is beautiful.
Beautiful shot, isn't it?
I think that's nice. I think that's nice, Chris, because it's non-drive side. It's a bit silhouetted, and it's nice.
Nice.
Great bike, though. Nice.
Wow, so from the city, we're going into the depths of the forest here with this one. So this is Roland.
Yeah, ooh.
And he's riding
that is super sexy.
He is riding a high bike.
That's a high bike, right?
Yeah, it is. High bike S-Duro on the trails in Rhineland, Germany. What do you think?
That is nice. Hardtail, I like it. I think that's super nice, but he's still got his reflectors on, but it's safety first, you know? Safety first. That's super nice, Chris. I like the photo.
Right.
Yeah, super nice.
Whoa, look at this one. Epic backdrop here.
Oh my.
Way up in the mountains.
Do you know what? That's a decoy. That's a decoy.
It is a decoy.
That's a YT decoy CF Pro. And that's Nicholas's bike.
Yeah, and he's been out for his first ride and he's absolutely loving it.
That is beautiful.
Super.
It's non-drive side. It's a shame.
Got to be super nice, surely, isn't it?
I think it's super nice. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Super nice. Whoa.
Oh, Chris.
You like this one?
Orange. I like it. It's orange. I like he's matched his pedals, his water bottle, and
it's not
then
his,
the
it's a her.
details
This
on
is
it.
Natalie.
It's a her. Yeah. I am so sorry, Natalie. That is a beautiful bike.
It is super nice, isn't it? She's out enjoying the climate in this South Wales Valley on an Orbea Wild FSM20. What are you thinking, Blake?
Do you know what? I think that's super nice, Chris.
Super nice. Another one.
I think it's super nice, yeah. Fapping great, that.
And we've got another Chris here. He's doing a bit of canal path cruising. He's on his Cube Stereo Hybrid 240 in Horbury, West Yorkshire.
Yorkshire, you know what Yorkshire's good for?
Tea.
Yorkshire puddings and Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea. I've not heard about Yorkshire pudding, but that is a nice shot, I think. Nice.
That's nice. Nice, yeah.
Whoa, check this one out.
Whoa, look at that. That is a Pivot 2020 model. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's from Scott. I thought it was a Scott.
No.
But it's from Scott.
But you need to put your glasses on.
It's a Pivot. I do need to put glasses on, Chris. Where are they?
He says he's been out for a 34-mile ride and his battery died just as he pulled into the driveway on his Pivot shuttle there.
Yeah, luckily it was on his driveway and not there, because if it was there, that's an absolute pig to climb with no motor, Chris.
It's not fun, is it?
I think that's super nice, Chris, even though it's a little bit black, but the bike is black.
Super nice.
So,
cool.
super nice.
So this is Rob. Next up, he's 70 years old
that.
and just hit a 9-mile climb to the top of the hill on his high bike X-Duro All Mountain 3. He's riding the Henniger Flats on the Mount Wilson toll road above LA. And he's just...
That is brilliant. Do you know what? Riding 9 miles
9
or
mile
kilometers?
climb, yeah.
9-mile climb, and that Los Angeles heat is a feat and a half.
And not forgetting this guy's 70 years old as well, so this is...
Exactly, exactly. That man deserves a super nice.
Super nice, cool. Lovely shots up in the mountain. Whoa, this is rich.
Yeah, look at that. Another decoy. Beautiful.
Ghost Ship Green as well.
Chris?
So this is Lake Tahoe. So he's up there right in the hills. It says e-mountain biking has allowed me to venture out further into more interesting places. And he's loving the e-bike
and very
life.
much more beautiful.
And we're loving that shot too. I think that's got to be another one.
I'm loving it, but yeah, I think it's a super nice. But before we go, why is it called Ghost Ship Green? It's grey.
Ghost Ship Grey.
It says green.
Don't know.
Anyway, super nice.
This is Mick.
X-Duro. This is a high bike.
Yeah, it's Mick.
It's beautiful.
And he's out for an early morning ride before the UTVs take over on the trails. What's a UTV?
That is a utilitarian vehicle. That's like a side-by-side. That is like a
Jeff the
farm
Jeep.
vehicle in the UK. No, it's not a Jeep, Chris. How dare you? Take that back.
I know about ATVs, not UTVs. Anyway, he's
a UTV. Yeah.
He's alongside the trails of the Colorado River. This is Cane Creek in Moab. And what are we thinking about that shot, Blake?
I bloody love that shot, Chris. That's beautiful. I think that's super nice.
Super nice. Whoa, check this one out. Loads of great colours going on here. Blue skies and that cool Trek paint job. Lots of colours there, isn't there?
Where is Haas? Is that in Germany? Haas mountain range. If it is, I've ridden a motorbike through that mountain range, and it is beautiful. Nice.
Beautiful looking bike. And I'm loving the colours there. The contrasts are pretty good, isn't there?
Yeah, I like the orange water bottle.
Yeah.
How do you get it out so close to the top tube?
I don't know. It's looking quite tight.
Yeah, super nice.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whee!
Right.
Super nice.
It is time for the bike of the week, Blake. So we're going to take one bike out of this whole selection, and I'm going to leave that in your capable hands this week. What are you thinking?
Oh, Chris. Do you know what? I'm going to give it to the 70-year-old dude who climbed in that Los Angeles heat 9 miles on his high bike.
Definitely, it's a cool shot, isn't it? Nice story, nice shot. That is a nice one.
Yeah.
But as I say, keep all those bikes coming in for the bike vault. It is our favourite part of the show. Seeing if you can get a nice or a super nice. Use that upload service, and it could be you. Right, that's it for this week's show. Don't forget to get involved down in the comments box below and let us know what you think about gravel riding. Do you do that style already on your e-mountain bike, or do we need e-gravel bikes? Let us know.
Well, Chris, do you know what? My first comment, I think yes, because you could go a long distance, especially on a long battery.
You definitely can.
Anyway, give us a thumbs up, like. Thank you very much for watching, like Chris said, and we will see you next week.